Let's do this, everybody. Let's play some Madden football, ladies and gentlemen. This is a good game.
Good matchup between the New York Jets and the Green Bay Packers. With that, let's get up to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Standing by for the call from venerable Lambeau Field, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Snow and Lambeau, Coach. Something about that combo that just works, like peanut butter and jelly. And we've got half a foot of the white stuff and still coming down here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the New York Jets. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Under center will be the Southern California native standing at 6'4", Sam Darnold. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948. Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one of my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, just in the Patriots. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
drop it. He dropped it in the end zone. And the defense for New York.
Linebackers still often control defenses, and C.J. Mosley does exactly that for his. A Pro Bowler in 3 of his first 4 years.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 23 yards for the touchdown. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And New York set to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back.
6-0, Green Bay.
Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Mike Daniels is often underrated as a big-time defensive player in the NFL, but the Packers know his value. Short in stature, but that leverage advantage that he has allows him to get upfield, get underneath offensive blockers, and make plays in the backfield. In addition, very strong at the point of attack. A big-time weightlifter, got that from his dad, a former powerlifter.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Open man is Anderson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And the throw by Darnold, hauled in by the tight end Herndon. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Bell. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 24, Darnold. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. He's got a man. Complete. That's good for 28 yards. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. And they can't corral him. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 7. And it'll set him back for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what...
Jets 7, Packers nothing.
In the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, excuse me. Jets 7, Packers 6.
What that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind it, and he listened to it.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. This will be taken about the 12. Muscles him off. Then he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Devontae Adams in the Packer offense heading back out. And he is closing in on the Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And this will leave him a yard.
10-6.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Come on, fellas.
A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Second down and goal. Rodgers in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Jordan Jenkins came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now Rodgers looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Tremaine Johnson that time there to force the incompletion. On first down, it's Darnold. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times, well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 55 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Here's Darnold out to his left. He'll run it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on third and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Rolling to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. To throw again on second down. Darnold under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Catanzaro's kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. This is taken near the 13. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. To throw is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Geronimo Allison the target there, but it'll be second down. To throw once more on second and 10. Rodgers, and his throw's going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. The snow certainly making conditions difficult, but it's not likely to get better anytime soon.
Down the numbers. There he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. He goes 91 yards on the kick return as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do
Packers 13.
Maybe change up some blocking assignments.
Well, down by one.
But stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's Bell, and he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That one complete to Anderson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Again,
Darnold, he lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdes-Scantling. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He got 29 yards that time.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Jones. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Let's go, fellas.
And the Jets set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating.
Packers in front. It's 20-13.
And pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? From the 31, Darnold toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Quincy Enunwa with the intended receiver. Third down here. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll run it with Bell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop him, and they've been able to do that.
And he's gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game. One of the premier runners in the NFL.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Tremaine Johnson that time there to force the incompletion. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. It's caught inside the 25. There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the
27-13.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo.
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Buying time is left. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Well, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Darnold. Caught here by Bell. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Darnold now to throw. Pressure gets there, and he goes down. Now there's also a flag, but this might be on the offense anyway. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. He's going to pick up a holding call.
Well, they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about.
Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw, Darnold. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better.
35-13.
Go now as they come up on 2nd down. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Darnold to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He was looking for a new one there. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
42-13.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Quincy Enunwa couldn't reel that one in, and it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. And for a lot of guys, that's a good season. They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 54 yards. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
but she's singing too.
Oh, she's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
$48-13.
48 plus 13, 51.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
And now out come the Jets. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Enunwa again the intended target, and that'll make it third down. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And that's incomplete. And defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 30. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 51 yards.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And his throw is incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletion.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying...
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. They're going to run forward Jones. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
54-13.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. He couldn't hook up with Enunwa that time.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one. And a big loss here as he's taken down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Looking deep for Adams. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
Post-game report, player stats.
The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
That was not even a game. 54-13. What a good game by the Pack. Go, Pack, go. Go, Pack, go. Go, Pack, go.